Hey guys, I'm Steve Metzler with Lakeside Home Improvement. We're here in our New Hope, Pennsylvania project where we did an interior and exterior remodel. Come with me and I'd like to show you around. So we're here standing in our entryway. This is part of the addition that we built to house our new powder room, coat closet, and foyer area. So I just wanted to show you some of the detail that went into just this small powder room alone, coupled with the peacock wallpaper, our Carrara marble sink that was handmade from individual pieces of marble stone, and even the shape of the backsplash, how it's concave to fit the wall mirror perfectly. The light fixtures, the textures, the finishes on the fixtures, all really come together very, very nicely. A lot of thought and planning went into being able to execute this design so that it looks as perfect as it does. So where I'm standing right now is the doorway that enters into the great room from our addition project that we built. Right here is a custom window bench nook area for seating and dining. We built this solid steel powder coated panel. It was all welded together and finished to the homeowner's desire and taste. And really the goal, as you can see in that panel, is to tie in the organic feel of the property. So the property is called Rabbit Run because of Rabbit Run Creek. The original home is from the 1800s. Our renovation was to tie the feel of the 1800s home with a modern twist, and incorporating exterior features of the property and the garden come inside to the interior renovations, really tie the two together. That was ultimately the goal. From a very high level sense of purpose was to maintain the character of the original home and give the renovations a modern twist so it blends together very nicely. And that's what we did with a lot of the light fixtures, the custom steel panel, the custom trim work and cabinets that are behind me, and opening up the space so that everything flows a little bit better together. We raised this header, we widened this doorway, we did some custom trim work and the bar to my right, as well as open the additional space to join the addition with the original home. This part of the home was actually still here. We believe it was an addition built in the 50s. And when we did our demolition to expand the addition footprint of the home, we uncovered some surprises and issues from a previous build that we had to basically take out and redo. One consisted of a structural steel beam that spanned the total width of this footprint of the room. Others was lumber framing, plumbing issues, and sort of things that we had to figure out as we went. But the finished product is here now, and I'm standing next to the wet bar. This is a custom cabinetry lining the wall, wet bar sink, plenty of tools and storage. We have panel ready ice maker, sub-zero wine refrigerator, plenty of storage and organizational features of these cabinets. As you can see, we have a 2-inch mitered quartz countertop with a full height backsplash, which is made of a single piece of stone. So one of the original features of this home is the 1800s stonework that's shown behind me. This is the original part of the home, and as this renovation went underway, that is one of the biggest features that we wanted to maintain. Part of this project was taking out the old mortar and repointing the stone to a more consistent color, because over the years it's been touched up and modified and repaired. So we took out all the old stonework and repointed it to a nicer color of the homeowner's choosing to help tie the space together and get back to that original feel. Part of that process is when we install cabinetry, we have to scribe that cabinetry to the stone to maintain both textures and 2 different materials to blend together. As you can see here, we scribed the cabinetry to the stone to maintain that, as well as other areas, which I'll show you in a second. So guys, here I'm standing at our range. We have a full height backsplash similar to the wet bar and the island that's in front of me. That backsplash stone was scribed to our stonework, like I mentioned before, just to maintain that character and blending the two materials together. Our hood is a custom wood hood surround with a vented insert. We have this stained maple ribbon around the bottom and plaster finish up top that was painted to match the cabinets. Also behind me, we have these hanging brass, not really floating shelves, but they're hanging and mounted to the ceiling. Again, same color stain finish on the shelves and brass finishes on the hardware. So here's our kitchen island. It's a quartz countertop with a 2-inch miter, similar to the wet bar and the full height backsplash behind the range. It's the same stone. We have a stained island cabinetry with post legs and seating on one side, and there's a ton of storage and organizational features that this island incorporates. The size of the island was designed to maintain the space completely around it for comfortable access to all the appliances and perimeter cabinetry. And the specifics of the organization and inserts inside the cabinetry was designed specifically to house a certain number of cabinets, inserts, and organizational features that our homeowner and designer specified and really felt was needed to house all of their kitchen utensils and tools and storage needs. so one of our beautiful features and design elements that we incorporated here is this upper cabinet with the antique mirror in the back. We do all custom under cabinet lighting, even backlit door frames, and plenty of storage inserts with our lower base cabinetry. As seen here is a 2-tier utensil drawer. So our perimeter countertop is a Vermont honed quartz, really beautiful, kind of in that charcoal black family with a lot of Andean texture that goes through it. Our backsplash tile and wall sconces, large undermount sink, and getting back to the scribe work I was talking about before, even the tile is scribed to the stone as tight as we possibly could to maintain and combine those two textures together. All right, so what you see behind me is a Sub-Zero refrigerator. This was actually existing prior to this renovation. So we were able to save it, maintain it, and put it back in a different location and just build and design the cabinets around that. Right next to it, pantry cabinets with plenty of storage options, rollouts, and large bottom drawers for all of your housing and organizational needs. All right, so here we're standing in part of the original home. This is currently the dining room. All we really did was give it a new touch. We painted the wainscoting, the built-ins that are to my right, installed new light fixtures. We helped install a beautiful custom mural that wraps around the entire room. And as you can see, we maintained the character of the original home and helped blend it with the new addition that we saw before. The original stone fireplace is behind me. The pumpkin pine floors we're standing on now. Everything in this room is pretty much original except for the things that we touched, and we tried to just successfully blended the old with the new.